You are listening to the Rewards Canada podcast.
You are listening to the Rewards Canada podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the next episode of the Rewards Canada podcast. In this episode, we take a look at Canada's Choice. These are our awards for the best credit cards and loyalty programs in Canada, as voted by you, the Rewards Canada community and Canadians from coast to coast to coast. First off, I want to thank everybody who came out to vote, from our long-standing readers to newcomers to the site who were referred there by various programs and seeing it on social media. So thank you everybody who came out to vote. This was the first time we ran Canada's Choice in nearly 6 years. It actually has been 6 years. It was 2015 that we last ran it. We ran it for about 4 years in the mid-2010s there. And then we kind of shifted our focus away from doing that. There was other things we worked on, other projects, but we felt that really so much has happened in the last 5 or 6 years with loyalty programs and credit cards in Canada that it was really time to bring back Canada's Choice and see how people felt. And it went off really well, and you can be sure to know that it will come back next year as well. In 2022, we'll do Canada's Choice again. So again, thank you to everybody for casting their vote. So let's get into the results. For some categories, there really were no surprises, although some came really close. Like there was literally just a few votes separating first and second in some of these categories. And other categories definitely surprised us. So let's jump right into that first category, which is the category that everybody really looks at and as the top overall travel rewards credit card. It's the most popular category in our rankings that we put out at the start of the year, and most definitely the most popular category in Canada's Choice. And this was one of those very close to call categories, with literally just over 1% difference in the votes. But in the end, it was one of Canada's most popular cards taking top spot, and that was the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card. It narrowly beat out BMO Air Miles World Elite Mastercard, which came in literally at 1.11% less in terms of votes. So super close here. But this isn't a surprise here. You know, you have two of the biggest programs in Canada competing for top spot here. Aeroplan's always been a popular program, and Aeroplan credit cards have always been popular right from the late 80s, early 90s. These cards have been very popular with Canadians. So no surprise there that the TD Aeroplan card came out on top. Same with BMO Air Miles. Again, it's the size the program gets that card in there. What did surprise us a little was the Cobalt Card only coming in third. I mean, as you all know on Rewards Canada, that is our favorite card by far. It is the best overall travel card in Canada. But I think what that shows to us is that there still needs there needs to be more education out there about the power of the American Express program. I even actually just got an email, I think a day before recording this, where somebody said, they're looking for a new credit card, looking for information, but they don't want American Express because they don't want to deal with that hassle of asking, do you accept American Express? And I think that therein lies part of the problem, is I don't think these people realize the value they're losing out with the American Express Cobalt Card or some of the other Amex cards. Like there's just huge value in those cards compared to some of the others. I mean, a lot of these other cards like TD Aeroplan, Visa Infinite card give you a lot of benefits, have quite strong earn. But if you're mostly about earning the points, getting the value, hands down, you have the Cobalt Card and other Amex cards that are sitting on top. So really it comes down to educating people more and trying to get people away from that whole mindset about Amex acceptance. Is it accepted at less places? Yes, but that difference between Visa and MasterCard is being shrunk every day. Amex is adding a bunch of new places, and really that's why we say you carry multiple cards. You carry an Amex card and a Visa and a MasterCard. Get something like the Cobalt Card as your main Indian card, and then some others as your backups for places that they don't take Amex. And really, then you won't lose out on rewards. They're just so strong. But anyways, I'll get back to the results here. I just want to say, that did surprise us. But I guess, the mindset with a lot of Canadians is that whole acceptance with American Express. So, in some ways, I guess it doesn't surprise me that they didn't do as well. I think a lot of those votes probably that they did get were from our longtime readers and the people who have learned to make the most of their programs, have learned the earn and burn and just know the ins and outs of the programs. And then rounding out that category, we have the Westjet Rbc World Elite Mastercard in 4th spot, and the Platinum Card from American Express taking out 5th spot. Again, two great cards. The Westjet card, great for traveling on Westjet. No surprises there that it's in the top 5, and same with the Platinum card. I mean, it's one of the best high-end cards in Canada. So let's move on to the top no annual fee travel rewards credit card category. Air Miles takes that. BMO Air Miles MasterCard. The no fee BMO Air Miles cards recently just updated. You can now receive Air Miles Gold status just for having that card. Again, a very strong card in terms of numbers. You have a big program with Air Miles. You're not paying any annual fees on that card. So a lot of people love to carry that. And the subversions, the Sobeys, IGA, which are now all being, I guess, changed into just the BMO Air Miles MasterCard. Those ones will be going away. So again, a very popular card in Canada. No surprises that it was first. Second in this category goes to the TD Rewards Visa card. That did surprise me a little bit in terms of the other cards in the market for no annual fee travel rewards credit cards. But I guess it comes down to the numbers of votes. They're very close. I mean, 12.7% for the TD Rewards Visa card, 12.3% for the Amex Green card, which came in 3rd spot. I think the Green card we'll see in next year's votes will probably grow. May even move up as more and more people learn the value in that, especially now that you can convert those points directly to programs like Air Canada Aeroplan and British Airways Executive Club. That card is just going to move up the ranks. 4th spot went to the Rbc Rewards Plus Visa card. Again, you have a big bank who has issues a lot of cards and has a lot of members. Came in with just over 11% of the vote. And rounding out the categories, actually one of the cards that we rank a little bit higher was the CIBC Aventura Visa card as one of the better no annual fee travel rewards cards in Canada, and they had about 9% of the vote. Third category is the top airline credit card. No surprises here since the card took the top overall card. TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card take top spot for the top airline frequent flyer credit card. Over 35% of the vote for that card. Followed not too far behind was the Westjet Rbc World Elite MasterCard. Between those two cards, you have the huge amount of the percentage of cards. You have like the Rbc World Elite from Westjet. It is very popular. A lot of people told me, and it wasn't even for the earn of that card. It's for the benefits, the first bag free, stuff like that. And you have your two biggest airlines in Canada. So no surprises that they took 1 and 2. And then Aeroplan cards, American Express's Aeroplan card takes 3rd. The CIBC Aeroplan Visa Infinite takes 4th. I know somebody commented they weren't surprised they were surprised CIBC wasn't higher. But again, I think that's because TD is now the main issuer of Aeroplan cards. CIBC can't market the Aeroplan cards outside of their own website or in their branches. So it's starting to lose kind of its popularity that it used to have from years ago, and it's more the points and miles hounds who are going after that card when they have filled in their requirements with TD and can't get a TD card. They're moving to CIBC to earn more points and going back to TD. So that's what we have there. And rounding out the airline category, another great card, Mbna Alaska Airlines World Elite MasterCard. More of a niche card in our market, very popular with the churners and the points and miles maximizers. Small amount of the votes, literally just over 2% of the vote, but definitely we rank it in our top 5, and I'm glad to see it that Canada also ranked it in the top 5 cards. Now we move on to the next category, the top no foreign transaction fee credit cards. So these are credit cards. We only had 5 of them listed there, so they all come in the top 5. And these are cards that don't charge foreign transaction fees when you purchase something outside of Canada in non-Canadian dollars. And the winner here is our favorite no foreign transaction fee card and one of the best cards in Canada, the Hsbc World Elite MasterCard. Now this came down very close to another very good no foreign transaction fee card, the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite card. Literally 0.31% separated these two cards. Literally just a couple of votes made the difference between those two cards. And then Scotiabank's strongest earning card, which is also a no foreign transaction fee card, the Scotiabank Gold American Express card, took third spot, followed by Brim's World Elite Mastercard in fourth, and rounding out the category was the Home Trust Preferred Visa card with just over 6% of the vote. And that kind of takes place of most of the travel cards. Now we'll go into cashback credit cards, and this is where the big surprise happened. In the top cashback credit card, we saw newcomer Neo Financial make great strides in reaching out to their people to have them come vote for their card, and they blew this category away with 32.85% of the votes going to the Neo Financial Mastercard. And then kind of surprising too is the American Express Cobalt Card taking number 2. We rank it as the number 1 cashback card in Canada, but many Canadians I don't think realize it is a very good cashback card. They think of it as a travel or lifestyle card. But so this is great. Those votes I think came from, again, the people in the know, kind of our Rewards Canada followers and everything. So Cobalt Card took second. Third spot went to TD's Cashback Visa Infinite card. A decent card as well. It kind of fell out of our rankings, but it's not far out. I think we rank about 7th overall internally with our cashback rankings. Followed by BMO's Cashback World Elite Mastercard. That card went through some changes this year. It's better in some ways, and I think it shows all right in the votes here. Followed by the PC Mastercard World Elite, so PC Optimum. Their card tied with the BMO Cashback World Elite in votes for the cashback category. Then we have our final category under the credit card heading or topic, and that is the top ultra premium credit card. So these are cards that have higher annual fees and provide a lot more benefits. And this was one of those categories that didn't surprise us. The Platinum card from American Express, one of the longest running, most popular ultra premium cards in Canada with so many benefits, took top spot here with 31.42% of the vote. It really is the top ultra premium card out there. We rank it as the number 1 in our rankings. Canada ranked it as number 1, so kind of shows there what that card can provide. Second place in this category went to the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite Privilege card. Again, another card with tons of benefits from one of Canada's most popular programs. So that totally makes sense having that card there. A little bit of a surprise in this category was the American Express Air Miles Reserve credit card coming in third. A really good card in terms of an Air Miles Ultra Premium. Its annual fee is a little bit less than some of the other premium cards. I think this vote reflects the size of the program and that we had a lot of Air Miles members coming in to vote in our Canada's Choice this year, because it actually came ahead of the American Express Aeroplan Reserve card, which is a amazing high ultra premium card as well. And so I guess, what these rankings even show is how these two programs love to fight it out, Aeroplan and Air Miles. They really go head to head, even though we've seen Aeroplan move in a direction of back to being more of a frequent flyer program than a coalition program. But now we have Air Miles kind of revamping their program as well. So it's going to be really interesting over the next couple of years to see what these two programs and their respective credit cards do to compete against each other. Rounding out the top ultra premium card category was the RBC Avion Visa Infinite Privilege card with just under 7% of the vote. And that was it for the credit card categories. And then we have what we call the loyalty program categories. So again, some tie into credit cards and others are just the programs themselves. The first category here was the top credit card reward program. So this is the overarching program or like proprietary rewards program from the credit card issuers. They each have multiple cards within these programs. And this is one, again, that didn't surprise us. Amex's membership rewards taking top spot. We consider membership rewards as the top loyalty currency in Canada, and looks like people who voted thought so as well. The crazy thing is, it was very close, 0.38% ahead of Neo Rewards. Shows how that outreach by Neo really helped that program. Neo Rewards, kind of their cashback rewards program, coming in second place, followed by one of Canada's biggest programs, and again, very popular, PC Optimum in third. Fourth place, BMO Rewards, came in with 6.85% of the vote. And rounding out the category was TD Rewards with 6.35% of the vote. Next in the loyalty program categories was the top airline loyalty program, or as many people call them, frequent flyer programs. And this is a category, absolutely no surprises. Aeroplan from Air Canada, 63.51% of the vote. Just blowing the competition out of the water, but they are honestly the best frequent flyer program for Canadians. Second place going to Westjet Rewards. Again, no surprise, being the second biggest airline in Canada and a very popular program, just under 24% of the vote. Third goes to Alaska Airlines Mileage Plan. Again, a great program, kind of a niche spot in our market, but provides so much value. And again, I think the votes here came from kind of the mileage and points enthusiasts who really know the ins and outs and see that program and the value it provides. And then fourth, fifth, and sixth were all tied. American Advantage, British Airways, Executive Club, and Delta Sky Miles, all taking a small amount of votes to round out that category. Continuing on in the loyalty program categories, your top hotel loyalty programs, or as we call them, frequent guest programs. Another category with no surprises. Marriott's Bonvoy program, 55.7% of the vote. A huge amount of votes for that program. Very popular with our readers. Looks like very popular as well with newcomers to our site. Again, just so much value in that program with the credit cards tied into it, the redemption options, the amount of hotels you can redeem at. Just an overall a great program in terms of hotel programs when compared to others. Second place coming in was Hilton Honors with 11.66% of the vote. A very good program for elites, for sure. And again, another hotel chain with a lot of hotels, so very popular. Maybe not as popular as Marriott in Canada. Kind of, I think, reflects in the votes here. Third spot was Isg Rewards, huge hotel chain, again, very popular program. But the program itself, I guess in terms of mainly benefits and elite benefits, lacks compared to Marriott and Hilton, so I think that reflects in the numbers here. Fourth spot, Best Western Rewards. Again, huge hotel chain, huge program, very popular. They have the only other credit card in Canada outside of Marriott, so very popular. Fifth spot surprised us. Accor's All Live Limitless program taking fifth spot ahead of World of Hyatt. But so I mean, it surprised me, but that's just knowing what we value the programs and what our readers value the programs. But with Hyatt having such a small footprint in Canada, maybe that's why Accor came out ahead here, because they have a few more hotels. They have the whole Fairmont chain. People love their Fairmont hotels here in Canada. So they rounded out that category in fifth spot. The final category in the loyalty program categories was our top shopping loyalty programs here. This is one of those categories where it's super close again. And the top spot went to PC Optimum, 38.7% of the vote. Second place, Air Miles, 37.71%. So basically 1% separated two huge and very popular shopping programs in Canada. I thought maybe Air Miles would take this one, but PC Optimum is so popular with many people, even with a lot of our readers. They just love the simplicity of it, and for shopping at Loblaw stores, Shoppers Drug Mart, places like that. Third spot in this category went to Hudson's Bay Rewards, followed by Canadian Tire's Triangle Rewards, and rounding out the program, or this category of the top shopping loyalty programs, was Cineplex's Scene program, which we all know will be coming Scene Plus shortly, as it's going to be combined with Scotia Rewards. So what will be interesting to see is how that program fares next year, having many more members to it because of the credit cards from Scotia Rewards. And I just want to make one shout out here to the top shopping loyalty program. In our voting, we allow people to input other options. And we had one awesome vote for the top shopping loyalty program. There was one person, so thank you for doing this, who voted for 7-Eleven's 7 Rewards. Yes, 7-Eleven has a program. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I think we've only maybe written about it once or twice on Rewards Canada over 20 years. But yeah, thanks to whoever did that. You're awesome. Thanks for voting for 7-Eleven. Nice to get a little attention to that program. And that's really it. That was it for Canada's Choice this year. A couple surprises, mostly a given for a lot of these programs because they're so big and so popular. The big surprise was Neo, of course, Neo Financial. coming in. That newcomer, they've literally only been around for 2 years, really making inroads and trying to shake up the market. So it'll be really curious to see what happens with them over the coming year before the next votes, how they're going to change their program, because they are constantly changing it, trying to make it better, and see how others respond. The Canadian market has been pretty crazy over the last year or so. This is something we predicted because of the changes to the Aeroplan program, and a lot of people have been reacting to that. But also we've seen huge changes in the cashback side of things because of the pandemic and people switching from travel back or to cashback. And some people, what I've heard, are not going back to travel. They're sticking with cashback. So we're seeing so much happen in this market. We're seeing multiple 100,000 plus point offers on credit cards. We're seeing benefits being added to programs. So it's really going to be interesting to see what happens over the next year or two still in the Canadian market. I think it's going to be very good for the Canadian consumer in terms of offers. But then we'll have to worry about what are they going to do after all these programs dish out so many points, so many miles. It's inevitable we're going to see devaluations and things happen. So maybe around 2023, 2024, we're going to see kind of a downfall in the market as the programs catch up to everything that they're doing to attract customers, to get customers to spend. I hope it doesn't happen, but if history's any indicator of what the programs in the market does, unfortunately that may be happening. So anyways, I want to thank everyone again for coming out to vote in Canada's Choice. Watch for it next year. We'll let you all know beforehand as to when you can start voting. We'll see if new programs come out to put in there, and we'll see how people fare compared to this year. And that's all she wrote. Thank you again for tuning in to the Rewards Canada podcast. Be sure to smash that like button, provide star ratings, and subscribe via your favorite streaming platforms. Also, if you know of people who think who would enjoy the podcast, be sure to share it with them. A lot of the streaming platforms have share buttons. Send it off to those people who you think need to learn more about their loyalty programs, or we talk about an offer that they would love. So we'd love for you to share with them. Thank you very much, and talk to you next time. The Rewards Canada podcast is produced in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with music produced by Regina's own TWKOT.